Warning: some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Questioning the takedown, and police are investigating whether the use of force shown was appropriate.
This video, posted by Trey Smith, showing two Baltimore police officers on top of David Dixon, demanding he put his hands behind his back. Dixon is charged with felony drug possession, trespassing, and resisting arrest. The officer was brought to the hospital. The department says the suspect bit him. The 45-second video doesn't show what happened leading up to this.
All right, gang, I do have a Friday morning editorial for you, and I'm going to be talking about the video clip that you saw at the beginning of this. That's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to put a link to the news story I'm going to give you right now in the description box below so you can read about it. I'm also going to put a link to the television news coverage in the description box, the YouTube link. I'm unable to find the original video or any body camera footage or anything of the actual incident, but like I said, I found a couple of television news coverages. I put a link to one of them in the description box. Some people always say, well, there's no links there. You have to click the little black triangular arrow and it'll drop down the description box and you'll see all the links. I know some people don't know that. That's nothing wrong with that, but some people don't know that, I guess, because they're like, there's no link. You got to click the little black triangular thing and it'll open the description box. Those two links are there. We're going to talk about it right now. What I want to know from all of you is, are they charging this officer because he did something wrong and they're finally going to charge this cop for what he did wrong? And they did mention his body camera in the story, that they saw the body camera footage and went, ooh, yeah, we got to charge this guy. So did he actually commit a crime, or is he a victim of political maneuvering because of all of the protests going on now with choking, like Minneapolis, Minnesota? You had the shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You have protests in Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles. So is that why this guy's being charged? Because it's political maneuvering? Or do you think he actually committed a crime and they're like, we caught up with you? Let me know in the comment section below. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, also, in the story, you're going to find out, I think I'm going to get to it. It's really lengthy. I'm going to give you as much as I can. Within time, I have time constraints. But they said that the officer went to the hospital because the suspect that was being choked bit him on the hand. Now, some of you are going to go, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But this chokehold thing, I think it needs to be done away with. I think there's got to be other ways to restrain. There are other ways to restrain a person. But they're saying that the officer had to go to the hospital for a hand bite. He got bit on the hand. Does that justify choking the guy out? I don't know. You'll let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to give you the story. Thank you to the Baltimore Sun for this story. Baltimore police officer Leon Riley has been charged with first-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and misconduct in office for an arrest last December that was captured on video and shows him wrapping his arm around a suspect's neck. In the video, the man can be heard saying, "You choking me. You choking me, sir." Prosecutors wrote in the indictment that the 29-year-old officer did recklessly engage in conduct to wit, restricting the breathing of a citizen that created a substantial risk of death or serious physical injury. In addition, they indicted Riley on charges of assaulting two other men in April of 2019 and committing perjury by lying on a statement of probable cause. The officer could not be reached for comment Thursday, of course. Online court records did not list any attorney for him. Now, that one really gets me. Committing perjury by lying on a statement. Oh, I've seen that before. In fact, I'm a victim of that of sorts when I gave my name to an officer 4 times. I said my date of birth, 10/21/66, and he went, 10/21/66, what's your name? And I said my name 4 times, but because I wouldn't spell my name, he said on his radio, okay, he's refusing to give me any of his information. I gave him my name. So what? I didn't spell it. Common spelling. And I gave him my date of birth, of which he wrote down. But he told them he's refusing to give me any information. Yeah. So, these cops do that. They got to have probable cause. Let me think up something really good. I got it. Watch this. And that's what happened to this guy. It caught up with him. So now he's going to be charged with it. And the assault of 2 men, that's at least 3 that they got him for. The 2 in April and then this 1 in December that we're talking about. Baltimore State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby issued a statement about the charges, saying she would seek justice regardless of race, religion, or occupation. She said in a statement, quote, "Police accountability is something we take very seriously because it's an honor and a privilege to put on a uniform and wear a badge in order to serve and protect the citizens of this city. If and when you violate that trust, you will be held accountable." Video of the arrest last December spread widely online and led police to announce they were investigating the officer's actions. Baltimore police are prohibited from using a chokehold unless the situation calls for deadly force, according to department regulations. Riley was suspended when the criminal investigation began last April, police spokeswoman Lindsay Eldridge said. Because Riley had been charged with the felony of first-degree assault, he has been suspended without pay, Eldridge said. Lindsay Eldridge said, quote, "This type of conduct, if proven, will not be condoned," adding that police cooperated with prosecutors to bring the charges. In the first case, the charges stemmed from Riley's arrest of 23-year-old David Dixon in West Baltimore. Police charged Dixon with felony drug possession, trespassing, and resisting arrest. Within days, prosecutors dropped all charges against him. Prosecutors dismissed the charges not for the viral video, but because of what they saw on the officer's body-worn cameras, a spokeswoman said. Baltimore police at the time said Dixon bit the officer on the hand, drawing blood. The video shows Riley and another officer lying on top of Dixon to restrain him. The officers are commanding Dixon to put his hands behind his back. Someone from the street shouts at them, "How? How? You choking him out?" Similar words of "I can't breathe" have become a rallying cry during protests against police in Baltimore and around the country after the May death of George Floyd, a black man in Minneapolis, from a white police officer's knee in his neck. Last December, the video of Dixon's arrest drew attention from City Council President Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott said at the time, "Clearly, some of the images in the video have raised concerns for me. I want to know everything that happened before making a judgment." Last month, Dixon sued Riley over the arrest, as well as another officer identified as Sergeant Flynn in the complaint. The West Baltimore man alleges the 2 officers struck and choked him without provocation. He's suing them, the city, and the police department for at least $75,000. Roland Harris, Dixon's attorney, said, quote, "The way they had him on the ground, it was essentially impossible for him to comply with their request. They were choking him pretty good. They punched him in his face. I just found their tactics to be aggressive, overly aggressive." The officers have not yet responded to the lawsuit, and Dixon is asking for a jury trial. In the second case against Riley, he's accused of assaulting Stephen Martin and Sterling Butcher on April 22, 2019 in southwest Baltimore. He also lied in the charging documents, prosecutors allege. Do you like my Scarface? Baltimore. Watch Scarface, you'll get it. Online court records, I don't know why I threw that out there. Online court records show Martin was charged by Riley and 3 other officers with obstruction, disorderly conduct, and failure to obey. 3 months later, those charges were dropped. Court records show no case on that date against Butcher. In the charging documents written by Riley, the same for which prosecutors accuse him of perjury, the officer writes that Martin and Butcher interfered when detectives stopped a man suspected of carrying a marijuana cigar and other drugs. Riley wrote that Butcher held up a cell phone within inches of his face, so he swatted the man's hand away. Then Martin grabbed his body camera and lunged at him, Riley wrote. The officer handcuffed and arrested Martin at the scene. Riley has served 8 years on the force and earned a combined $113,500 in salary and overtime in the city's 2019 fiscal year, according to city records. So now he's going to be charged. They've got 3 people and 2 incidents that they can charge him, the April incident and the December incident. And I mean, the fact that they're getting him for perjury on a police report just lets you know that's why we record the police. That's why we record the police. It's not to make you cops look bad. It's because you got cops that do bad, and we have to get it on camera. You're writing a police report. They see our YouTube video. They go, that's not what happened. That's not what happened here. What? You know, there's a discrepancy, and our cameras show that discrepancy. That's why we record the police. If a cop's doing his job and he's doing good, it's going to exonerate him. And it's going to say, look at the YouTube video. The cop did the right thing. This guy's lying. You know, there you go. So some people go, what side of the fence you on? I'm on the side of the fence of the U.S. Constitution, civil rights, acting professionally and within the guidelines of ethical treatment of people. I think I said that right. Basically just I'm on the side of the person that's doing right. And just because a cop may punch somebody and throw him on the ground doesn't mean that cop is wrong. What is that guy doing? Is he trying to grab the cop's gun? Is he trying to grab the cop's pepper spray? Or is he just going, yo, 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 and then the cop grabs him and busts his head on the ground? That's wrong. So my camera will show, if the cop is doing right or if the cop is doing wrong. Was the suspect, did he deserve that? Was he fighting with the cop? Who lied? My camera, all it does is capture the moment. It doesn't lie. Cameras don't lie. Now, an editor can lie. He can, switch it around and make a narrative like some people have accused me of doing. But in and of itself, this camera doesn't lie. It just captures what happened. It has no thought process. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this editorial. I know I talked really fast, but I wanted to get it all out to you. I'm not going to do it again. Thank you for watching Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers, especially in dirty-ass Baltimore. How many editorials have I done on Baltimore? Holy crap, they need a whole new police department. You let me know what you think. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, guys. And I got a video coming probably for you tomorrow. They're having an event in town. It's kind of a rally, not really a protest, but it's a rally. I guess it's a protest against pedophiles. You'll see it tomorrow right here. I might even do a quick live for you as well.